the trial of the alleged mastermind behind the murder of Tshegofatso Pule, and that is Ntuthuko Shoba, has been adjourned until tomorrow. The state is expected to call 16 witnesses to the stand in its bid to convict Shoba. Linda Mnisi has been watching those proceedings for us. So I imagine seeing this matter get to trial, Linda, is a relief for Pule's family. Let's talk about what happened.
Well, indeed, it is a relief for the family who have been waiting for a very long time to get to this point, to get the answers, because it seemed that it wasn't the end of the road when Muzikaisa Malefane pleaded guilty last year to the murder of Tshegofatso Pule. But today's proceedings saw the first witness take to the stand. She came disguised, Kathy, in a summer hat and sunglasses. Now, she says she is Tshegofatso Pule's friend and they've known each other for a very long time. And now she went into the details around the cell phone records. You'll remember there were messages that came out in the lower court around the various communications that happened in the weeks leading to Tshegofatso Pule's passing. Now, she spoke about how Tshegofatso first received threats from a lady who said to her that she must leave her man and that she was HIV positive and Tshegofatso needed to go get tested. She then also spoke about a time when Tshegofatso Pule, just days before she died, when she received a job offer. Now, a lady called her saying that there was a job offer that there was a job that she wanted to offer her. This job would require, her teaching people makeup, and this, of course, she would be doing from the comfort of her own home. But this job interview would take place at a McDonald's in the south of Johannesburg. Now, this is where, of course, a jeep would be waiting for her because she didn't pitch. She said that there would be a jeep that would pick up Tshegofatso Pule, but fortunately, on that particular day, Tshegofatso did not pitch. So the evidence then from this witness has been centered really around the relationship between Tshegofatso, Malefane, as well as Ntuthuko Shoba.
Yeah, also in court today, Muzikaise Malefane, and you had an opportunity to speak to him about his role in this trial. Of course, he's already been convicted for the murder of Tshegofatso Pule.
Yeah, you'll remember last year, just shortly after he was sentenced to 20 years, he did speak to members of the media apologizing for what he had done. And that's the same sentiment he expressed to me earlier today, saying that, in fact, he will regret this for the rest of his life. He will regret this, for as long as he's in prison. And whenever he gets an opportunity, he will always apologize to the Pule family. Now, you'll remember that Muzikaisa Malefane said that he was contracted by Shoba to carry out this killing. He said he had been offered about 70,000 rands, and even in his guilty plea, he spoke about the issue around the interview at McDonald's, saying that, in fact, Ntuthuko Shoba had told him that he had arranged an interview with a lady and that he would need to pick her up and take her to his flat, in those days. But in fact, Tshegofatso Pule did not pitch at that time. So he is the state star witness, the man who blew the cover on Ntuthuko Shoba, and is expected to testify during this particular trial.
Linda, I saw today also in court the family of Tshegofatso Pule paying tribute to the late actor Patrick Shai.
Yeah, this is a man, Kathy, who has always been by their side through this journey of calling for justice. He's in fact one of the few people, the few men, if I may put it that way, that have come out to support the Pule family, calling for justice, also calling on men to come and be the voice and stand against gender-based violence, of course, given his history. If you remember, back in June last year, when in fact the family had gone back to the place where she had been murdered, marking a year, hosting a candlelight ceremony there, he took an opportunity to speak out about the involvement of men in this case. So remember, Tshegofatso Pule was killed in a gruesome manner. Not only was she murdered, but she was hung in a tree, basically, for all to see. And Patrick Shai, in this instance, questioned, the role of men and why men were quiet. He said, while men were quiet, the tree that Tshegofatso Pule was hung on refused to keep quiet. It really is the one where he was found. So he also called on Shoba's friends to come out and take a stand against what had happened to her. So today we saw them wearing those t-shirts in court which were written, "Rest in peace, Patrick Shai," which of course is a tribute to his contribution in this particular matter.
Lindamnisi, let's leave it there for now.